If you are suffering from hair fall problems or hair thinning issues, and you are looking for effective natural ways of regrowing your hair, then today's video is for you. Regrowing your hair naturally isn't about expensive treatments, but it is about fixing three critical systems in your body. What if I told you you don't need expensive medications like minoxidil, or you don't need to go for those hair transplants? But if you do these three things, which are the underlying root cause of the hair problems, then you can stop the hair fall as well as you can grow your hair naturally. So today I'm sharing with you my research back three-step process of stopping the hair fall and regrowing your hair naturally. And the best part, you can do these three easy steps at home itself. Hi, I'm Dr. Anshul Gupta, a former Cleveland Clinic functional medicine physician from US. I help people improve their chronic diseases by making personalized functional medicine plans. Hair loss affects millions of men and women worldwide. And when they approach conventional doctors, often they are given expensive medications as well as has been offered hair transplants. For a lot of these men and women, these treatments actually do not work. The reason being they are not addressing the real problem which is behind the hair loss. But here's the truth. Your body doesn't decide one day that it is going to stop making hair. In fact, the hair loss problem has three underlying causes. And if you address all of these three underlying causes, then you can get your hair back. The first underlying cause over here is chronic inflammation, which destroys your hair follicles. Several people have low-grade chronic inflammation throughout their body, and specifically your hair follicles are very sensitive to this chronic inflammation. And unless you address this chronic inflammation, your hair follicles are not going to grow new hair. So this is the number one problem. The second root cause or the problem over here are hormonal dysfunctions. It has been shown in research studies that people who have thyroid disorders or whose cortisol hormone is elevated, or they have diabetes or insulin resistance, plus in male, their DHT hormone is out of balance, then all of these hormonal imbalances will again cause hair fall issues in your body. Because of imbalance between these hormones, your hair follicles start shrinking over time and they cannot produce new hair. The third reason is poor circulation in your scalp, because of which your hair doesn't get proper nutrients and oxygen, which is vital for hair growth. So to improve your hair fall issues and regrow new hair, you have to work on locally with improving your scalp health. Plus, you have to work inside of your body and reduce inflammation. Plus, you also have to rebalance your hormones in the body and improve blood circulation to your scalp too. Now, most of the people will get overwhelmed that they have to do so many things. But this is where my easy three-step process will break it down and make it easier for you that you can implement only in few minutes each and every day. So let's start with step one. Step one is optimizing your scalp health. Your scalp is like a soil. If it is inflamed and toxic, nothing will grow into it. So we have to create an optimal environment of your hair inside your scalp so it can grow properly. For this, rosemary oil is wonderful. A 2015 study compared rosemary oil with minoxidil, and after 6 months, both group had significant regrowth of hair. But here's a kicker, that people who are using rosemary oil has lesser side effects. So how does rosemary oil works? It is very high in different kinds of polyphenol and compounds which help in reducing inflammation in your scalp. Plus they also help in removing any kind of bad bacteria or improving the good bacteria in your scalp area too. How to use a rosemary oil? It is as simple as mixing 5 to 10 drops of rosemary oil into a carrier oil, which can either be a coconut oil or can be a jojoba oil. And you just take this mix of coconut oil and rosemary oil and you just simply massage it into your scalp for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, rosemary oil alone is not going to work. This is where microneedling has shown in research study to improve the work of rosemary oil. Now, what is microneedling? Actually, microneedling has been shown in research studies by using very thin 0.5 millimeter needles. You can actually boost the circulation in your scalp. It also boosts collagen production into your scalp that improves your hair regrowth. And plus it improves the absorption of rosemary oil in your scalp by more than 400%. Now the easiest way of doing microneedling is buying a derma roller. These are easily available online. You need to get 0.5 millimeter derma roller and you just use it once a week. You roll this derma roller onto your scalp in multiple directions so that all the areas on your scalp are easily covered. And then after you're done with your derma roller, then you apply the rosemary oil so that it will be absorbed better. So that's the step one, working locally on your scalp by using the rosemary oil, which is going to reduce inflammation, and microneedling, which is going to improve the absorption of rosemary oil as well as boost circulation and collagen production. Now we go to the step two. Step two is internally working on rebalancing your hormones. And the hormones we're talking about is rebalancing your thyroid hormones, your cortisol hormone, your insulin, as well as DHT hormone in men. Now, DHT hormone actually shrinks hair follicles in both men and women. So we have to use DHT blocker supplements so we can improve our hair follicle health. For this, pumpkin seed oil is great. A 2014 study showed that use of pumpkin seed oil showed 40% increase in hair regrowth after 24 weeks, both in men and women. The typical dosage is 400 milligrams daily. Now, specifically for men, this next supplement is really great, which is called saw palmetto. This particular supplement inhibits the conversion of testosterone to DHT. It works really amazing in men who have hair fall issues. The typical dosage is around 300 to 400 milligrams daily. The second set of hormone you need to work on is your cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. We are all stressed out. Because of that, we are always in a higher cortisol state. High cortisol pushes our hair into the shedding phase. So that's the reason if you're seeing increased hair fall, hair thinning and hair shedding, then it is because of high cortisol in your body. And the one supplement which has worked really great in this aspect is ashwagandha. You take between 300 to 500 milligrams on the daily basis. That rebalances your cortisol and will also improve your hair shedding problems. Now, for both men and women, it is also important to make sure that you get your thyroid levels checked and optimize your thyroid hormone levels, because low thyroid hormone levels will not let your body to grow new hair. So to simplify the step two, you have to take certain supplements which is going to rebalance your hormones, specifically targeting around your hair. One of them is pumpkin seed oil, 400 milligrams on the daily basis. Ashwagandha, around 500 milligrams on the daily basis. And then specifically for men, you can add saw palmetto, around 300 to 400 milligrams on the daily basis. These are going to help you in rebalancing your hormone and stopping the shedding phase of your hair, as well as helping in regrowing new hair. Now we move to the step three, which is boosting circulation in your scalp area. Now, one of the techniques we already discussed over here, which is the microneedling. Microneedling in research studies shows that it boosts the blood circulation in your scalp. So that's the reason doing the microneedling once a week is going to boost circulation. The second thing we need to do is that we need to increase the nitric oxide levels in your body, because nitric oxide is a vasodilator for your scalp and improves blood circulation over there. This is where two foods are really important. One is beetroot. Beetroot juice boosts your nitric oxide naturally in your blood vessels and improves the circulation in your blood vessels. You have to consume 1 cup of beetroot juice, which has to be unsweetened on the daily basis. The next food which has shown improvement over here is dark chocolate, but it has to be more than 70% of dark chocolate, and only 1 to 2 squares of this dark chocolate on the daily basis works in boosting the circulation in your scalp. And this is where these next two supplements will be really useful for you. One is L-citrulline. In the dosage of 3 to 5 grams on the daily basis, it has shown that again, it can improve the blood circulation in your body, specifically in your scalp area. And the second supplement over here is ginkgo biloba. Several research studies have shown that the use of ginkgo biloba has improved the blood circulation, specifically in the scalp area. The dosage is around 200 milligrams on the daily basis. So this is my 3-step protocol, which is science-backed and research-backed and has worked in thousands of my patients, improving their hair fall issues and regrowing new hair. Let me summarize this protocol so you know exactly what to do. So once a week, you need to use a derma roller, 0.5 mm, and roll it for a few minutes onto your scalp. So this is once a week. Now let's come to the daily basis. So the daily basis, you apply rosemary oil at bedtime. How to use it? 5 to 10 drops of rosemary oil mixed with a carrier oil like extra virgin coconut oil and apply gently onto your scalp. It is very important to gently massage your scalp because that is also going to boost your circulation. Rosemary oil is going to reduce inflammation in your scalp, and research shows it is going to regrow your hair. Then in the morning, make sure you are drinking 1 cup of unsweetened beetroot juice, or you can simply eat beetroots, which is going to boost nitric oxide and boost circulation in your scalp. Along with taking your beetroot juice, at the same time, take a pumpkin seed oil supplement of 400 milligrams, and also make sure that you are taking a biotin supplement of 5000 milligrams along with this pumpkin seed oil, because they both work synergistically. At bedtime, make sure you take a supplement of ashwagandha 500 milligrams, which is going to rebalance your cortisol and stop the shedding of your hair. And specifically for males, add a saw palmetto supplement on the daily basis, which is going to significantly help the male hair fall problems. So here you go. I simply broke down this 3-step process, which is very easy to follow. Literally will take you 5 to 10 minutes on the daily basis to work on your scalp. What kind of results can you expect once you start this protocol? Now, you are not going to see results in a day or two, because we are working on the internal process of fixing this hair fall problems. Typically, it takes 4 to 6 weeks of doing this protocol on the daily basis and following it on the regular basis. Then you will see that your hair fall is decreasing. You will see that the texture of your hair is improving. And plus, you might see some very small new hair follicles coming up on your scalp. Along with this, make sure you are following a healthy anti-inflammatory diet with a lot of good quality proteins, good quality fats, as well as a lot of foods which are collagen boosting also. I hope you like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel, as well as share this video with others who can benefit from it. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.